learning. So in my last video you have seen the absolute advantage theory, in which I have explained it by taking some examples. So today I am going to take up the comparative advantage theory by taking some examples. Here today we will see that how to identify that which country has comparative advantage and in which code. So let's begin. So I have taken two examples, output and input example. But first of all we should know what is comparative advantage theory. So according to comparative advantage theory, it is said that a country should specialize in that product in which it has comparative advantage. So today we will see that how to calculate comparative advantage. Now let's take example. One is, the first example is output. So here I have taken the same example which is taken by the absolute advantage theory. I have taken the same example. Now here we will see that which country has a comparative advantage in which code. So the first step to calculate the comparative advantage theory is to calculate opportunity cost or per unit opportunity cost. So how we will calculate that? In case of output, what we will do here, to produce 1 unit of car by England, it has to sacrifice 5/10 of bikes. So this is the opportunity cost of producing one car. Now similarly here for bikes, we will do for one bike, we will take 5 to the denominator to this. So we will have 10 by 5. So here we will have 0.5 and here we will have 2. Similarly in case of China also we will do like this. For one car it will be have 7 by 8, which is equals to approx 0.8 something. Now similarly for this we will do for one bike is equals to 8 by 7, which is 1 point something. Now, so the next step is that the opportunity cost of which country is less, that country has comparative advantage in that particular product. So if we see cars in England and China, the opportunity cost for England for producing one car is 0.5, but for China it is 0.8. So which is less? 0.5 is less. So that means England has a comparative advantage in producing cars. Similarly for bike, if we see the opportunity cost of producing one bike is 2, and in case of China it is 1 point something. So it is less in this case. So that means that it has comparative advantage in this in bikes. That means China has comparative advantage in bikes and England has comparative advantage in cars. Now next is that this is the question that which is asked next. What is terms of trade that benefits both countries? So now we have to identify what is the terms of trade so that it will benefit both countries. Here it is asking one car for how much bike should be produced so that it will benefit for both countries. So here what is the idea? The idea is that if we are taking one car, so we have to see the opportunity cost of cars in England and China. So the number between 0.5 to 0.8 should be the terms of trade. That means we can say that 0.6 can be the terms of trade for bikes. So this is how we calculate the terms of trade. Now here the next question I have taken of the input, like input questions. Here we will take the labor hours. Here the concept we just opposite the how to calculate opportunity cost. So here the opportunity cost for one cloth is equals to 70 by 50, and here for one wine is equals to 50 by 70 cloth. So here to produce one cloth he has to for 170 by 50 buying hours. Similarly, for this it is and here for this, so here it is 1, and here it is 1.4 and it is 0.7. Now only the thing has changed here is that we have the calculation of opportunity cost. Here we have taken the opportunity cost of one car is 5 by 10. But here what we are doing, we just dividing for producing 1 crore 70 by 50. So this is the reciprocal of what we have done in the previous question. Now what we have to do, we have to identify that which country has less opportunity cost in which product. So in cloth, who has less opportunity cost? B has less opportunity cost as it is 1.4 here and it is 1. So B has comparative advantage in cloth. Similarly for wine, it is 0.7 here, it is 1 here, so this is less. So that means country A has comparative advantage in wine. Now again we will see that what is the terms of trade that benefits both countries. So to see this, to produce one wine, what we have to do, we have to look at the opportunity cost. This is 0.7 and 1. So number between 0.7 and 1 is the terms of trade. So we can take 0.8. So this is how we calculate terms of trade and this is how we calculate the comparative advantage. So now let's have a quick recap. First, what we have done, we have to calculate, the first step is to calculate per unit opportunity cost in these types of questions to calculate the comparative advantage. Second is that which product or which country has less opportunity cost, that country should have a comparative advantage in that particular product. So here if is 0.5 is less than 0.8, that is why England has comparative advantage in cars, and similarly it has, this is less compared to this. So bikes is produced by the China as it has less comparative less opportunity cost. Similarly, in case of labor hours, it is just opposite. What we have done is that the opportunity cost is calculated by, for one car is this number by this number, but here it was this divided by this. So this is how we calculate the opportunity cost and the comparative advantage. And the terms of trade, we have to just compare, or we have to take the number between the two opportunity cost for the same product, and that will be the terms of trade in this case and in this case also. So this is how we calculate the comparative advantage, and I hope you understood it. And if you like this video, just subscribe my channel and share to others.